This is Idiovibes, and my name is Mr. Dobby. But you can call me the Don, you can call me the Dada, you can call me Daddy, because I am your father. Ndini Baba Vako. So Idiovibes. Ideh meaning praise, vibes meaning that meaning of vibes. Idiovibes is that one place, the only one of its kind, where you find rich conversations and excellent performances from the cream of Zimbabwe's gospel artists and bands. This is to celebrate you, this is to congratulate you, as well as to show gratitude for subscribing to Ruach Media YouTube channel. If you haven't yet, it's simple. Look below the video, chagapakanza subscribe, tap on that, you're good to go. Simple as that. And this is Idiovibes, that's the name of the show. And on Idiovibes, there's one platform where we bring on the cream of Zimbabwe's gospel artists and bands for a conversation. And then we complete it all with a beautiful performance. You get it? Simple as that. My name is Mr. Dobby, the gentleman about town. But you can call me the Don, you can call me the Dada, you can call me Daddy, because I am your father. Ndini Baba Vako. Sikaikona utka kuna zvinotkisa zvese zvinototkawo. Waona manje. Iko zvinozi mu conversation yanasi. Ndine this wonderful gentleman. He is a pastor. And I know you didn't look too closely on that poster wakuona pa Gardens pa show ya Winnie Mashaba. You didn't look too closely. That's why if you see his face, you're like, I know it from somewhere, but I can't remember where. It was exactly on that poster. Fungoni, I'm glad to have you.
Thank you, Mr. Dobby.
Wonderful. I would want to emphasize on this.
All right.
I would want to emphasize on this. I want you to be free to talk to me. Yeah.
Right.
This is not an interview.
Thank you.
It is not an interview.
Thank you.
It's two gentlemen talking to each other,
Wonderful.
sharing stuff. Yeah.
Wonderful.
We're good like that.
We're good, man.
Perfecto. Let's start off with you being a pastor.
All right.
Because I didn't know Fungoni was a pastor. And then you walk in the room and I saw vamwe vana venyu mfundisi. Mfundisi vakutomanya. Oh, mfundisi. Interesting. How did it come about, you being a pastor? And
I don't know.
okay,
I found myself there.
is it?
Yeah.
That's weird. Tell me, how did you find yourself in the shoes of being a pastor? Was it other pastors or the chief pastor or a bishop who noticed the pastor thing in you?
Well, generally they say it's God who calls.
Sure.
So God called me into ministry. How now? I remember it was some time back in 2008.
Okay.
I was praying to God.
Mm-hmm.
God enhanced my gifting. The gifting that I knew I had was a gift of singing. But as I was praying that God enhanced my gifting, I didn't know that that was the channel that God was leading me into.
Yeah.
So in 2009, I found my pastor coming to me and saying, when I'm fana, you should be going to college. Like, college? What college?
What college?
It's like Bible college. And I'm like, to do what?
I can hear in your ears a loud, what the?
Imagine it. Imagine it. So I was praying there. We actually at the prayer pilgrimage that usually happens during the year start.
Okay.
The 10 days prayer. So I'm there. My prayer is, God enhance my gifting. God enhance my gifting. It had never had anything to do with pastoral ministry.
Yeah, it was.
I never intended.
You visioned yourself.
I never envisioned myself.
And everything. That's your vision.
That was
and
me.
That's what needs enhancement.
Exactly.
Little did you know God is a different package altogether.
My guy. So I'm surrounded by my guys there. Some of them were actually pastors by then.
Oh, I see.
So they were now sharing their experiences in college. And you know what I said? Magapusa. Nothing of that sort would have ever happened to me. And they started laughing.
Yeah.
I'm like, so you know, say, why are you laughing, you guys?
Yeah.
They're like, my friend, don't say that, because one day you wake up there.
Yeah.
Little did I know that already my father had told them that this young man is going to school.
Jeez.
So it was after 3, 4, 5 days, 5 days of prayer.
Yeah.
When the message was delivered to me. It was a shock of my life.
I see.
It was a shock of my life.
I wanted to get deeper into this conversation, but okay, it's the musician I want, not the pastor. But I was going to talk about, didn't you try to be Jonah, try to run away and stuff? But okay, it's enough to toss us.
That's for another day. That's one other day.
Just out of offset. Yeah. From what we shared offset before we were on set, I remember you mentioning that you are related to Gatsi, the musician.
Sure, he's my brother. I'll bet Gatsi.
Brother as in cousin or brother as in Baba Mai, same womb?
Brother is brother, man. Cousin cousin. Brother ni brother.
Okay.
My blood and his blood.
One.
Same group. He's my brother.
Yeah? And Messi?
Yeah, it is
there.
And I think he does best better than me.
All right, I see.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Mira.
I see you. Is it just him? Kanaguti family yes, itori a family of musicians.
Family yes, ningati family ma musicians.
Okay.
It's just that him and myself, we have had an opportunity of recording.
All right. Oh, so these are the guys are really good with music, but they haven't just recorded the stuff. I see.
Yeah.
I see. We're talking about Amai, Baba, and the rest.
Baba. You know, my father actually plays a tambourine.
That's nice. Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's amazing. So, if that is the setup, Soromango Nruku picture it like this. Nruku picture it kuti chances are high. I'm not prophesying. I'm not into that yet. Maybe later. But chances are high. Kuti Saka, you started doing good music on public platforms at a very, very early age. I'm talking about very early before school.
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
I remember at some point, my then pastor, vachinditora vachindiisa pamusoro petable church kuti ndiimbe ndichiona munhu wese achiona.
Okay.
It was at a tender age. I was very young then.
All right.
I think at the age of 5.
All right. That was before school. Amazing stuff. Kuona munhu wandiri kuona ndakudza kuti handisandapinda muprofesi and handinyanyo hangu ikoko kwakusike area kwangu asi ndogona kungofamba nacho bhande racho
ndiri
kuona muchinda uyu anonzi Fungoni achizoti atanga chikoro manje aishusha ticha wake muklasi aishusha wadzidzisi achinzi mwana uyu seakasiyana newamwe so ari different. Ndapata bhande rako here.
I think paneka elements.
Rega titaurirane tione kuti zvinobuda here tiri kuseri patinodzoka tine takuwirirana. Let's take a break just for a moment. The show is Idiovibes. This is Ruach Media YouTube channel, and thank you very much for watching. Encourage the other person wasiya ari kubedroom kwake uko and onomuudza kuti ngaende pa YouTube yake aonewo zviri kuitika panapa. Tinodzoka maningi. Thank you very much for remaining with us. This is still Ruach Media YouTube channel's Idiovibes, and my name is Mr. Dobby, the gentleman about town. Don't be scared. There's nothing scary. Even the scary gets scared too. You need to know you're comfortable right now because I am your father. Baba Vako. Right. So in conversation with me today is Fungoni, a brilliant, wonderful musician who also happens to be a pastor. That was much of a surprise to me. I was quite surprised. Fundis. I didn't know that. But then he is good. And one of the things that I think made me believe Kuti, he is good with his music, was after listening to the shows that he did last year on Facebook, Zadzakagaram Kitchen Madzoso, Zine Keyboard, Zirova. And then Iwayo Ainsmachi Zitarao.
Ainsma home worship.
Ainsma home worship. The idea of home worshiping was amazing, I want to tell you.
Thank you.
It was because in Domazwa a lockdown even at kumachechi tavarirwa tadi, and then there is this guy who is like home worship. Auraskirwe ne worship. You get I say if you want to watch my home worship iwayaya, go on his Facebook page and then unotsvaga kuma videos kuya uko home worship. Kana kungotype ungangobvunza Uncle Google ma home worship mashoma pangori ne iwayaya chete eko Fungoni. Saka ukangobvunza Uncle Google kuti home worship with Fungoni unowana iwayayo faster. I told you before break kuti inini andisi mprofita asi ndoda mbofamba nebhandera chinomboona kuti ndowina ere ukanditi ndabuda neka element kekuti iwewe kuchikoro maticha akamboti mwana ari different man chii naye mwana we chii chiri kunetsa mira ndimbofamba nebhandera cho futi mira ndimbofamba nere wakuma around grade 5 iwewe Ngoni rega mbonditendera kuti ndikuti iwewe nyango zvako uri mufundisi wangu inini ndini baba wako
ndazinzwa baba zvakanaka ishiyo
wakuma around grade 5 wakanetsana this other, was it no angasiri musikana, but this other guy aita akunge like pani ainyanyotamba nevasikana mukomana yeye anditi, but muri muclass menya ndichaziva kuti which term was it, but makanetsana. Issue ya makanetsana nayo ndiye kuti aiti iwewe you think so highly of yourself.
All right,
ndafamba nebhandera
zviri nani atikashori sezvo tiri pane vanhu kudai.
I hear you. But like I said earlier, on a serious note, there are high chances that you were thought of as different, set apart.
Sure.
Is it? Take me through. I want to hear some of the weird things that you would do. Unofunga kuti izvi ndo zvimwe zvezvinhu zvaita kuti ndizofungwa nemateacher nevamwe vangu around, even nemaparents kuti mukomana uyu chii sei akanyanyosiyana soro uyu.
That question now, it has got quite a lot of elements in which we can touch into. But musically related, I remember ndiri kuchikoro. Ndandine team rangu randaitamba naro kuchikoro, just like any other kid would do. With these guys, they enjoyed music.
Okay.
Though they never wanted to be musicians like me.
I see.
So we could converge then. Baba, tutakakorowa madeski mclass.
I see.
And
so uku ma levels aya tichiri ku primary and Tatago high school.
Tatago high school.
Tatago high school.
Tatago high school.
Let's go back to primary school because ndira kubatanidza madots ekuti around the age of 5 mufundisi wako tokugadzika paunooneka mchichikunza unyatsoona vanhu vese urove kwayo. Kazhinji kacho zvinowanzoitika ndezvekuti kana ukatanga kurealize gifting iyoyi uri mudiki, kazhinji kacho kana uiri yekuimba wakutomhanya unojoina kwaya paunopinda kuprimary school.
Unfortunately manje ku primary andina mboda kuita munhu wekuimba zitereki.
Uchizviziva kuti ndinoimba here kana kuti because wanga usati warealize
ndichitoziziva kuti ndinoimba.
But you're like, no, that's quite izvozvo.
What would happen is like the time I attempted to go to school choir.
Oh, you made an attempt?
I made an attempt.
Okay, I see. Tell me about it.
The time I attempted to go to school choir, I got there. Because what I had with what I could deliver, I thought I was too good.
Okay. So you're like, inukwaya yangu anchauye because level renyuka
nirangu
amunopinda busy remudhara nevanhu zvinzi baba vane pride.
If they could say ndine pride, then I didn't even know what pride was.
All right. But was there such a talk?
I didn't hear of any.
Okay.
But what I remember is one of my school teachers pestering me. But I'm like, no,
I'm okay. All right.
I was never interested in that.
Okay.
So until primary, I didn't know volleyball, cricket.
All right. So, particularly for the reason that you thought you were too good for choir.
That was the reason. Okay. Nothing more, nothing less.
That's a different one. I mean,
so
this is the first time I've heard of such a story. Okay. And then tazoenda ku secondary takurowa madesk. What was the music in your school ku secondary?
Unfortunately, the school in which I was, Malcoxin has music. So the curriculum didn't have that.
Let's come to this point. I'm thinking to myself and saying to myself, mchinda hana ku waste opportunity here. Yekuti ari pa primary school pane makwaya. But I'm not going to join choir. I'm better than them all. And then obviously in secondary, isina kwaya yacho.
That was very, very unfortunate.
Yeah.
So what I'll do now, I leave school. There's when no boys writers in my guitar.
Okay. Rem area.
All right. Change.
All right. I
So
see.
chikoro.
I know.
Chikoro nakangoridza madesk.
All right.
So akutauri guys but nguva yacho mashure zasingatauri.
Angari
yanga iri mhosva hombe. Utuba wenda uno. Dzidza yoro wenda unoridza madesk in class. But that was the only time that I had. I'll do that on my free periods.
All right.
My curriculum doesn't have music, so let me just utilize the time that I have with my guys around.
Okay.
You know, I recall this so vividly. You know, that was the song I liked most.
Yeah. So you'd play that in class?
I'd play that in class. It was my friend. I'm tempted to mention it by name, but I'm Faith.
All right.
So Faith would do the soprano part, you know, and there was the other one who was called Beverly. She would do the alto. Hey, Baba, I think Baba.
I didn't hear No, that's brilliant stuff.
So, you know, and I actually realized that we are providing entertainment for the class.
Oh, I see.
Though it was not.
It was not something that was not supposed to be. Because you mentioned that you thought you were too good earlier on when you were still in primary school. This gives me a strong push to want to ask Kuti, how did you then, because of course when you started then to push music, Ushidaro, you obviously you had people around you who also were doing music almost in the same genres. And did it? So how did you then manage competition? Did you still think of yourself as you were back to primary? No, I'm better than them also, I'm not going to join them. It became a different talk altogether.
As you grow now, you begin to realize certain things that you are not alone in the race.
Yeah.
There are others who are better than you and who actually do better than you.
I see.
Shona says kugara nakaona dzeva. So then you start to develop yourself from there. Now in so and so can do better and you appreciate them. And when you appreciate them, you work in your way.
All right. So the thing is, it's not really emulating what they do or falling in their way. It's you being you in your way, but appreciating what others are doing.
Exactly.
All right.
It's you being you, running your own race, making your own way, but relative to what some are doing.
Okay. So by you saying running your own race, this is eliminating the aspect of competition.
Exactly.
Yeah? We're not competing against each other. You une track rako riri Murufaro Stadium. Ini ndine rangu riri national. Adidi. Trukumanya. Tese. Andidi. Marese edu akasiyana. Time yandatotanga inini nemahanza angu nechi zvakatosiyana. But then ndine chance yekukuona nemanyiro anoita nechi ndoto appreciate. Ndotoona kuti ndodzidza chipa manyiro ari kuita.
Not challenge maybe. The challenge is particularly in the races.
Yeah.
The races are different.
Yeah.
We got a marathon race. We got a sprint race.
Very true.
We got a three-legged race. The momentum executed in each and every race is different from the other.
Very true.
So the challenge that we have now is most people, they are trying to execute the momentum of a sprint race in a marathon race. You won't finish the race.
Okay. More or less like trying to run someone else's race when you're in your own track.
Exactly.
All right. Is this a common thing in what's happening within the industry? Can we relate that to what is happening in the industry?
I would regard it as
such. Okay. I see.
I would regard it as such. You know,
it's okay. You're just, everyone is entitled to their own view.
Their opinion.
Yeah, sure.
And this is my opinion. We are trying to be so and so.
Okay.
If then we have a replica of you, or if I try to be a replica of somebody, then I'll lose my uniqueness.
I see.
I'll lose my uniqueness.
All right.
Because nobody can yearn for me or nobody can have a quest of me if I'm trying to be like Mr. Dobby.
I see you.
Dobby is Dobby. Alpha is
Legendary.
Alpha.
Wazhinzwala. Inini ndini baba wako cheti.
Akurogwe baba kuzekwa Dobby.
Brilliant stuff. I'm liking this conversation. I'm wishing we had started off with this conversation because I would have wanted to go deeper. Let's do this. Let's get into the third segment, and then we speak a bit more about running your own race and how it is affecting the industry when people don't run their own races but run other people's races. But right now, let's take a cup of juice or something and then come back soon after this. You are watching Ruwak Media YouTube channel's Idiovibes. My name is Mr. Dobby, the gentleman about town. But like I've told you and like I always tell you, Ntin Baba Vako, go ask your mama if you think I'm joking. I'll say welcome back, but only to those who had been watching from the first minute. Kana wangu tangira kuscroll down to my minutes and then thank you for being with us. I want to recommend you kana usati wabaya pakanza subscribe. It's a good thing that you do so because we have a number of stuff that's coming up and you don't want to miss it out. You need a notification as soon as something new comes out. We've had wonderful, brilliant conversations before this one. We have spoken to Ngoni, we have spoken to Ngoni Moreni, we have spoken to Danny Mandevu of Zimpraise, and we have more that are still even coming. So you need to be subscribed to get the stuff. Thank you very much for holding on. I have Pastor Fungoni, but we'll regard him as Fungoni because that's the name that he uses in the music. And you need to watch one of my favorite songs that he did, which is Wow Yamucheki. You know, the voice. Oh my God. I mean, you need to listen to it. We have been having a conversation before we went to break with Alpha. We were talking about running your own race. And you were saying you relate the issue of not running your own race with what's happening within our own music industry in Zimbabwe. And I said to you that you are justified, you see, in the sense that everyone is entitled to their opinion.
That's true.
You see. So I want to know in which ways or in which areas has it really been affecting our industry?
Let me take it from this point. Most people are living in alien cultures.
Okay.
What do I mean by alien cultures? You are trying to be so and so. You are taking somebody's uniqueness, trying to bring it or cushion it with what you are.
Okay.
You are who you are. You know, when God created us, each and every one of us was given something that is distinct from the other.
I see.
Okay. That's secondary thing. That makes you unique. So if I then try to be like Mr. Dobby, then I'm not going to give my all.
Okay. You're going to kill that.
I'm going to kill that.
We won't know you.
You won't know me.
I see.
They won't know me. And I would have deprived a lot of people from the ministration that they are supposed to get from my gifting.
I see. Okay.
So, run your own race. Be who you are.
I see.
Live within your bounds.
I see. All right. When you say live within your bounds, it reminds me of a statement streets.
All right.
These past few moments. A statement rekuti raitaura zvimwe asi apa ndafunga kuti rinenge rekukwana futi. Mataura vaita masisi vaiti tanhadza
unosvikira. Mwenda mberi akati tanhadza unosvikira.
And dzaunosvikira dzinoenderana nemuzera wako kuti wakasikwa sei naMwari. Kana wakasikwa uri mupfupi tanha dziri padhuze.
Unoda kusvera records, unododa, unokwara.
Okay,
so when you don't live within your bounds, it will push you to do a lot of things.
I see.
At the end of the day, you might end up living above your float balance.
I see. This is what I will consider the conclusion of it. And I believe if this has not motivated you to be who you are, then very few things are going to work out to convince you. Hunzi na Pastor Fungoni imaridzo yavo nasi. Iwewe kana wakamonzwa kuti tanhadza unosvikira zvichireva nyaya dzekumabhebhi dziya idzi zvinotaura futi about even who you are. Zvawakasikwa uri, tora zviri within your reach. tipe iwewe usade kuedza kutana dzinotanwa naana Joe nekuti ana Joe vakazvarwa vakareba vachigona kutana dzekumusoro. Be you. Live within your bounds, live within your means. Express who you really are. Give us what God gave you to give us. Don't deprive us of your niceness. This has been a wonderful conversation, and I believe it would be a good thing if we conclude it all with a wonderful performance from Fungoni. And like I told you when we started this segment, my favorite song is Wow Yamcheki. So that is the song that is going to perform for us today, right here, as we complete this conversation. You have been doing a good thing in hanging out with us, and I want Fungoni to do you a favor. I want him to tell you in three words things that you need to know, things that you ever need to remember him with. 3 words.
Aspire to inspire before you expire.
Andochibata chirungu ndichazoti handidzidzise tapedza. Zvamanje regai tinzwe kambo. Wow Yamcheki, Fungoni. Enjoy this one.
Cheki mukuru bando bachaona isheo kulenga bano ozo mutwa bari kumakua kuchiwa oleke ose batachina kuchiwa oleke ose Kachina muchi kiasike neo no you ondo ilo ya venenga na me so mucheki mukuru asike sinu zakawana sinu zakaipa Zivanova neku chkabukuru Ivo vanozo dedera Pameso mucheki Vakasarurama Vacha so paradwa Vaise munzimbo yoku Tambutika Vaise munzimbo yoku Tambutika Rikirai Zakaipa Muchke Mururami Munze izirashi Muna Matemusi Vatikani Ziteurirei Muchake Letiti Inguvana Zino Uya Ugamuchire Inguvana Zino Uya Ugamuchire Wow Ya Muche Kimukuru Banu Achaona Ishe Okurenga Mango Kozo Mutwa Variku Makua Kutiva Onekwe Mose Pakachina Kutiva Oneswi Usi Pakachina Asi Asingari Kunzwa Gamarake Rokuchi Watoke Paku Ipakwiru Bakasaru Rama Vachazo Parazwa Vaise Munzimbo Yoku Tambutika